Alright guys, welcome. It's your boy Whoosh Whoosh. We're back for another awesome review. We're here at Dale Mabry, Tampa Harley-Davidson, and we're here to review a 131 Road King. Now before we get into it, I just want to say these guys here at Tampa Harley are great. Always here to help you. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask. They'd be more than happy. If you're looking for a Harley, you're looking for a bike, and you're a beginner rider, this is one of these places that I highly recommend to come to. Now that we got to that point, let's get started. What we have here that we're reviewing today is a 2020 Road King Special. Zephyr Blue with the 131 Stage 4 kit. Very beautiful bike, very ergonomical. It's got the Reinhardt exhaust on it. Very beautiful kit. I like the black, good touch. It's without having the GPS, big fairing and speakers and etc. It does come with a decent windshield, blacked out wheels, which is a nice touch. This is pretty much a road glide shaved down. Same suspension, same wheelbase, same bike, but lighter. Beautiful gauge. I love the way the gauge looks. These bike stock come with a 114 Milwaukee 8, but this one has the bigger motor with a lot bigger cojones. Now we're going to look at the sticker here. The sticker, which you can see here, you can more than happy pause it and read it if you'd like. And then you can also see the orange tag, which I'm going to show you here in a second, which gives you a little bit of more depth of how you can take this bike home. If you have any more questions or concerns, you can call or show up at the Tampa dealership and ask for this bike. If you say sure, that they'll take care of you. So let's get to the point and the part of why y'all clicked on this video. Okay, so after that introduction, you kind of know what's going on. I want to do a quick little refresher for you guys before we do the test ride. So basically, this is a very gorgeous Zephyr Blue 2020 Road King Special with the very powerful and amazing Godzilla motor that you can stick in this thing, a 131. And if you can just hear that motor, that rope, it's just traditional Harley. I really love these Milwaukee 8 motors because they're air, liquid, and oil cooled, and it just makes Harley that much more manageable. From a Japanese metric and Italian sport bike rider, I got a love for cruisers too. I build custom bobbers. This is just beautiful. I mean, the Reinhardt exhaust just makes it that much better. I mean, this is pretty much a road glide, street glide, without the big old fairing, radio, satellite, speakers, any of that. If you just want to enjoy the ride and you're like me and you have a headset and a full face, why do you need all that extras? So, of course, you've got your factory seat, your beautiful hard shell saddlebags. And if we go to the actual, economics of the bike, you can tell it's kind of mid-forward. You have highway bars that you could buy aftermarket pegs, clip-on pegs on there, if you really wanted to. You also have air conditioning. No, I'm just joking, but that's pretty much what that is, just an air vent, just in case, for all you half-shell, no helmet riders. So basically, you have your high beams, a low beam, you have your left turn signal, you have your right turn signal, then you have your, well, it's got cruise control, that's cool. It's got cruise control, you have your horn,
And then you've got traction control, which you can turn on and off. You've got your fuel gauge here. On this thing, the windshield's a very nice touch. It's really, really cool. Beautiful smoked out turn signal lenses. I love this Hefner blue and black combination. It's just beautiful. So let's get to it. Enough of me talking. Let's get to the point of why y'all clicked on the video. Let's go for a little test ride. If y'all are new to the channel and y'all haven't subscribed yet, make sure you hit that subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. Click the bell for notifications. And do me a solid and put a big old smack dad hit on that like button. Hopefully y'all like the video. If not, well then, oh well, you're lost. Well, alrighty then. Oh, this just sounds so good. Wow, that's loud. Horn works. Hit the wrong button. Alright, so what's good about this bike is that right off the back, like I said, the ergonomics of it is just so comfy. I mean, the seats, it's not an uber low seat height, it's about at 29, 30 inches. The wheelbase, like I said, it's the same chassis. The confusion between the Road Kings and other Softails is that it's in the name, guys. It's not a Softail. It's the same chassis and suspension setup as a Road Glide or a Soft or a Street Glide. That's pretty much what this is, but shaved down to more of a road, enjoyment, point and shoot type deal. And I've really had a soft spot for these Road Kings, but I just pretty much convinced myself that I'm never ever going to be able to afford one. Especially one with a 131 Stage 4 King Kong motor in it. It is just ungodly. And just the motor just sounds so good. Now guys, I know y'all are wanting to see, as far as, how fast. I got dyno numbers, they're in the saddlebag, and we'll get to that later in the video. But, like I said, she's actually very nimble for me to throw around. She reminds me a lot of my Japanese bike, but with balls. I've got a Yamaha Royal Star. And this is just a very more, considering Harley refined compared to my bike. But it's just, I shouldn't have done this because now I'm in love. Now I want one. And it just, I mean, just listen to that idle, guys. And, the motor, it just sounds so good. Clutch is actually very easy to use, to squeeze and let go. The distance for the clutch to grab isn't really that all bad. I mean, yeah, see there, it starts to, I moved maybe 2 inches and now it's starting to grab. So that's pretty nice. I've ridden some older Harleys, and I'm sure y'all older Harley guys that ride can agree with me, the clutches are really stiff. Compared to other Japanese bikes and, stuff like that, that's the comparison. So that's always a plus, which I like. That way you're not getting cramps and Charlie horses trying to squeeze a big, massive, thick, hard to squeeze clutch lever. And it pretty much stops. It's got ABS, traction control. It's got an actual, with the traction control, you actually switch it from dry to rain mode, which is nice. If you get caught in the rain, that's really cool. I like that. It just sounds so good. It sounds so good. And we're gonna do my favorite thing in the video here shortly up here. We're gonna do the tunnel. I know this is very boring for you guys. We're in traffic, but trust me, we'll get. I know a way. I know the way. I know the way, guys. I know the way. You do not know the way, but I know the way. You guys not ready for the way, but I will show you the way anyway. But you are not ready for the way. This beautiful bike's got 125 miles on her. She's just dying to go to a good home. Come by Del Mabry's Tampa Harley-Davidson on Del Mabry and see if you'd like to take her home. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty quick. that's pretty quick. That is just insane. Now the windshield's doing a pretty good job keeping the air off me, but I do have a full face helmet, so it's kind of hitting up top. But that's okay. That's all fine and dandy. So this just sounds so good. So we're gonna take this turn. Well, you're speaking a little. What the heck are you doing, dude? I swear, people are stupid here in Florida. Nobody knows how to drive. Oh, this is just... Look at that. Would you just look at that? Would you just look at that? Almost went a little wide there. I'm not used to handlebars. That's the one major complaint is these handlebars. They're comfy, but I don't like the wide beach bar stuff. I really don't. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's one of my favorite movie idols and show idols of all time would say. Alright guys. Let's see what it sounds like in the tunnel here. Get a really... Here we go. Oh, yes. Alright, now we're doing the speed. Oh, Jesus. This is a pig. This isn't a pig, this is a boar. She's angry. Oh my God. Oh, now I'm afraid of it. Oh, man. Wow. Tell you what, from riding a 114 and then you ride this, oh man, that is just night and day. The torque is insane. Oh my God, this is a heavy bike, and the front wheel feels like it just comes off, like comes up. I'm so confused. I am so confused. I have so many questions. Oh my God. Oh man. Alright, enough about the overreacting reaction here. Even through all that, I'm still fairly confident in riding this thing. Still feels really good. I haven't tried to cruise control because there's traffic. I will here in a minute. But so of course this is not a sport bike, so I am not going to fly through this corner. Wow, that's surprising. I can actually... I am barely giving it gas and we just blipped right up to 60 mile an hour. That is just unreal. Alright, we're gonna try cruise control. Cruise control works. And then to turn it off, you just tap the brake, and then you hit the button there again to turn it off. That is cool. That's the first time ever riding a bike with cruise control. So, that's different. So this is really nice. Like I said, I can throw it around. We're going to do a quick little 0 to 60 if we can catch a red light. No, I am not going to floor it because I do not want to break it. But I'm just curious. Because all my buddies, they're into Japanese bikes and European bikes. Like I said, I've owned them and ridden them all. And they're like, whoosh whoosh, Harley-Davidsons are slow. They got torque for only like a second. They're big, heavy machines that cost hundreds of thousands of dollars. And, oh, why would you buy a Harley and waste the money? Da, 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 da. Well, I mean, they got a point. But then when I get on this, their point becomes invalid. Why am I slowing down? The light's green. Okay, here we go. This is just... I don't want to get off. I do not want to get off. I want to ride it home. My wife will kill me, but I want to ride it home. You know, one of my previous videos, I wanted the 131 Lowrider S. But at the same time, you know, it's just, I can feel the whole suspension do this every time I give it a little bit of gas. That is just blows my mind on how far Harley has become. If you, for example, I've ridden a 1997 Road King with the twin cam in it, the 103, and that thing didn't have enough balls to get out of its own way, and it was comfortable, but that was it. You know, and that's a bike for the wise and general demographic of the I have wisdom with age and I still want to ride, but I no longer do hoonigan stuff. And they're great bikes. They're great. The twin cam's a great motor. They're very reliable. They're nowadays, because of the Milwaukee 8 was introduced, they're cheap to build. And this is just, I am just comfortable. I can ride this all day. And even though it's that much of a brute, I'm barely giving it throttle and just granny shifting through the gears. And then you're just docile as a little kitten. Which is really, really good. I had a Panigale. I know we're comparing apples to oranges. You're comparing a racing super sport bike to a cruiser. But for this motor to put out the horsepower and torque that's comparable to a super sport race bike is just absurd. Okay, I sold it, but I had a 2018 Ducati 959 Panigale that has been tuned with a different fuel map on the 85 with headwork and titanium exhaust, full titanium exhaust, and I made like 146 to the rear tire. Stock, they made like 151 crank. This motor has not been fully tuned to its potential. Sorry guys, wasn't gonna be able to stop for that one, forgive me. Alright, so yeah. Man, the wind is just killer. So does this work? Does this work? Oh yeah, that works. Why wouldn't it work? It's just a flap. But anyway, yeah, it's just, so that made 143, 145 to the rear tire, okay? This motor, this 131, is nowhere near unlocked to its full potential. It's still a stock, turnkey, throw in the bike, full warranty motor. Okay, way behind me. Yeah, see guys, this is what I hate. People just do this. Again, pardon my French, this stuff. Yeah, see, like that, we're doing 65. And you could tell I did not get on it. I just barely gave it gas. I shifted short. This is just... But yeah, again, I keep getting interrupted. Sorry, guys. So this completely turnkey in the crate, throwing the bike full warranty, just tuned to run stock with the factory exhaust, makes 128 foot-pounds of torque and 120 horsepower. That's like you buy stock baseline. That's not throwing parts at it, not doing any advanced tuning. That's right out of the box. yeah, that's what's going through my head. Like, Harley-Davidson, how? Like, where did this all come at? Y'all are beginning to become like Dodge, where it's like, we'll just start selling Harleys with high horsepower and then people will buy them. Because I would love to be a customer at that point. This is just, I mean, if I really wanted to, with the traction control off, I could roast the rear tire if I wanted to. I mean, this is just a beast. So, man. Shut it off. That is just gorgeous. I mean, the difference between colors. I mean, yeah, it's still type of a blue. This is more purple, but that just matches. It is so pretty. And I'm just one of those guys. I change my mind every 3 bikes. I'm sure I'll find something else I like more, but right now this is it. Like, if I won the lottery and I could pay 35 grand for a Harley, this would be it. And there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody's got dreams. But anyway, back to reality and back to the topic at hand. So this bike, since we talked about it earlier in the video while we were doing the test ride, I'm going to show you. This is the Dyno Jet. All right, this is like it says in top right left-hand corner, stage 4 131 kit, 2020 Road King. It made max power at 120 to the rear wheel, mind you, with 5,800 RPM, and it made 135.6 max torque at 4.1 RPM, around 4,000 RPM. Okay, that again is at the rear tire, and that is just slip-on exhaust and a stock motor and a tune. Like, no high performance tune, just to get it running. Those numbers, guys, that is unreal. So that is just the comparison of, but then again, whoosh whoosh, it's heavy. It weighs 800 to 900 pounds. Yes, but it does not know that. Someone who just rode one today, first time riding a 131 Road King. Now, like I said before and in my previous videos, I've ridden a 131 Lowrider S, and the power curves are different. The 130S was like a performance tune and full exhaust, and it was a lighter bike. It was more of a Hoonigan bike, and that thing was just a blast. And if you haven't seen that video, go to the channel and see that video and then come back. But this is just, and then you'll understand why, but this is just, I could talk about this all day, but we're gonna get to the point. I'm gonna go ahead and end it right here. So basically, thanks guys for tuning in. This has been the review of the 131. If you guys would love to have this bike, check out Tampa Harley-Davidson here on Del Mabry. They can sell you a bike, they will sell you a bike. So again, this has been the review. This has been it. Guys, stay subscribers, stay classy. Peace.